5 years ago, I spent a whole week building an elaborate contraption just so my wife can let me know when lunch is ready.
David's team.
What is this contraption?
A telephone.
It's a contraption that goes from the house to the bottom of the garden where I spend most of the morning.
But why?
Why?
Because I've got a little shed down there where I write.
Describe this contraption to us.
OK, well, it's long. I've got a very long garden. And it's on a slight incline. It's made out of tubes, and my wife operates one end. I receive...
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I receive something that comes out the other end of the tube. So it's a very long tube, and she puts a little ball in one end. And the ball plops out the other end. And that's when lunch is ready.
You sound like somebody who is teaching sex education but hasn't got a clue yourself. Well, there's a ball at one end and the ball comes out the other end and that's when lunch is ready.
What makes it elaborate? Is it the length of it?
Yes.
How long is it?
Long. 60 metres.
60-metre long garden?
I mean, you're doing well, but not that
doing
well.
all right.
How wide is your garden? Is it 1 metre?
That would be great, wouldn't it?
And 8 metres wide.
Why doesn't she just phone you or text you or WhatsApp you?
Because, Rob, there's no phone reception at the bottom of the garden.
You said your garden's on an incline, so if she's putting a ball in one end, how's that travelling up?
Well, it's an incline.
Well, the incline
from my end
is at the house,
Yeah,
and the bottom part is... It really is quite simple,
No, but that's a decline.
No,
from my
decline
end,
is
it's an
what
incline.
you would do if David was to suggest something a bit fruity. That is a decline. What happens when it reaches the shed?
It plops
Oh, yes.
into the lid of a metal bin.
OK.
Oh.
So once it's installed, that's it. You can forget about it.
I should take the pipes off the ground.
Oh, all right.
How did you suspend it off the ground?
In a hedge.
The pipe's very important as well, because we had a similar system at my house where we didn't use the pipe. My wife was at the bottom in the shed working, and I used to just roll the golf ball down, and there'd been a heavy snowfall, and it gathered momentum, and it pushed her to death.
Yeah, that's
Awful. The whole thing was flattened, and that's sadly how my wife died. So it's very important to keep it in case.
All right, well, look, what are you thinking? It does sound to me a little fantastical.
It's peak boredom, isn't it? And some people get bored.
I think the show's going fine.
I think it's true.
I think it's true as well.
I'm going to say it's true.
OK, so, Alex, truth or lie?
60 metres. True!
I once caused an injury to one man whilst trying to get a different man to say the word vegetables.
Do you really like the word vegetables?
Not as a general rule, no,
Okay.
but I liked it when this man said it.
Why?
I was with a friend once, and he was a colleague of ours, sorry, and I overheard him say vegetables, and we both found it incredibly funny.
So can you just roughly give us an impression of how he used to say vegetables? Even just roughly?
He said it exactly like this. Yeah. Vegetables.
Where were you going and how did you know
I was
him?
on a school trip. I used to be a teacher, so we were
And
on
he was a teacher?
Yeah, he was a teacher.
What did he teach?
He was the head of languages, and he was...
Head of languages?
So I was saying things like, oh, I've been trying to keep fit lately, and I know that you're into keep fit. You know, would you recommend for a healthy diet? And he was going, well, you know, I would... you must eat a balanced diet, you must eat greens, and you must enjoy some protein in limited... I was going, yeah, but, I mean, if you were to group some of those foods together...
How did you finally get him to say it?
I honestly can't remember. It came out of nowhere, and he suddenly said it, and he said it with such passion. It was... He went, oh, well, of course you must have vegetables! And my friend who was next to me, there's a jagged piece of metal at the front of the coach, and because it was so funny, just to remind you, vegetables, of course! And my friend saw the piece of metal and pushed his knee into it on purpose to stop himself from laughing. And blood started, like, spraying out of his... Started spraying out of his knee, yeah.
Oh, this is getting elaborate, this story.
Can I tell you one more detail as well? We were also standing in the middle of Paris, under the Eiffel Tower. We'd been there for an hour, and the kids were all running around. And he came over and went, we must go, we are late for our next appointment. And I said, well, we should just make sure that all the kids are here. And he goes, yes, of course we should, yes. And he turned round and went, is everybody here? And all the kids went, yeah. And he went, well, then we will move on.
Greg,
Well,
truth or lie?
it is the truth.
These are my favourite boxer shorts. Despite the fact they've seen better days, we have such a strong bond, I still wear them.
All right.
OK, now let's have a look at this possession. Let's see.
Oh, hello.
OK.
Hello.
All right.
Sorry, you've got to show the back bit. That's vile.
What's that?
That's the back bit. That's the back bit.
Do you still wear those, Josh, as pants, or are they...
Yeah, I don't wear them as a hat.
Josh, how many pants do you have? How many pairs, like, roughly, would you say?
10 to 12.
So these get used, what, once a fortnight?
You've done the maths.
So what, 2 days where you don't wear pants? Is tonight one of those days?
I don't know if you wear boxers. I think you might be a...
Briefs guy.
Briefs, is that what they're called?
Oh, that
Hammer.
is...
You're young, you're quite trendy, the hair's forwards, which to me says you're quite trendy. Isn't that...
Don't listen to her, Matt.
Josh, if I was your girlfriend, I would want to dust with those. I wouldn't want to see them on you.
Can I ask you something? How long have you had them for?
I would have probably got them when I was about 18, so that was 12 years.
Explain the bond you have with these pants. Why?
Yeah.
It's
what
nothing
have you been through with
personal.
them?
They haven't got any specific memory, but I just don't like wastage, really. And they're still perfectly usable.
No, they're not. The frightening thing is, if they're not Josh's pants,
Yeah.
whose pants are they?
Well, Josh, would you help us out here by perhaps just slipping into them so we could get an idea of the fit?
Yeah, I would.
Get them on, get them on, get them on.
This is what winning chants at me in bed.
Josh, maybe round here somewhere would be nice.
Here?
That's going to be a good spot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'll take my shoes off.
You see, look, he doesn't seem
I
okay
don't
with
think
the
the
mapping of them.
It's not like you get familiar with pants and it becomes a second nature.
He's not at ease with those
This is
pants.
genuinely one of the lowest moments of my life, by the way. Just so you know.
If I had a penny for every time someone said that on this show.
So, oh my God.
I suppose all you can do now is pray that it's edited sympathetically. Which, in all honesty, is unlikely.
Josh, my love, that waistband is a good 2 inches too
Well,
big for you.
if you feel
Isn't
the
it?
elastic, Mel.
Come on.
Mel, you don't have to touch anything you don't want to.
If you feel the elastic, then
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
kind of gone a bit.
Right, I'm going to do something slightly sinister.
I've been dreaming of this since late lunch. I'm not going to lie
Look, come closer, love, come closer. Yeah, there's a whole finger. That's a whole...
That's not a finger.
All right, just take your shoes and please go back to your seat.
I feel like I've been thrown out of a pod. Take your shoes and go.
David, it's time to gather your thoughts and ask yourself whether or not Josh is telling the truth.
I think, Mel...
Yes, my love.
You're strongly of the opinion that those are not Josh's pants.
He did not seem at ease when he was touching.
Intimidated by the pants.
He was intimidated.
Yeah.
He was.
I agree with you that there's a stylistic clash between Josh and those pants.
I'm not buying it. There's no anecdote. There's no, oh, I kept these when so-and-so broke up with me. If you're going to keep a pair of pants that long, you've got to be through some good times and, by the looks of it, some bad times.
So, what are you thinking then?
Well, I think we think it's a lie.
All of you, all agreed. OK,
Yeah.
Josh Widdicombe, the pants.
Can I just say, either way, I am going to give them to Mel so she can dust with them from now on.
Thank you.
Well, that's lovely. That's heartwarming.
Thanks, Josh.
Is it the truth, or were you telling a lie?
I am ashamed to say it's the truth.
Go on! Yes, it's true. They were indeed Josh's favourite boxer shorts, which he still wears. Mel, you're next.
I once had a snog with one of the people here on Would I Lie to You Tonight?
Whoa!
One of us 6. Yeah, 6. You...
Hang on a minute, I'm here as well.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, you're one of me.
She didn't snog herself.
Oh, that's true, that's true. Oh, God. Oh, my word. I think my poor grasp of mathematics has never been more cruelly exposed.
So one of us 6 people... Why am I saying one of us 6? I know it wasn't me. One of them 5. Was it you?
It's true.
No, I'm Spartacus.
You see, I genuinely...
Very awkward if all 6 of us have snogged.
But she could only remember one.
If it's true, will the person remember, or is it like a drunken thing, or...?
I don't know if they will remember.
This is getting awkward. If this is true, this could be very awkward.
I don't know.
How many years ago?
I think it was in 98, so 15 years ago.
Just a snog.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be David at university, isn't it?
Why, did they go to university together?
They're both Cambridge, aren't they?
We did.
Yes.
And were you in the same...
No,
The plot thickens.
David is quite a lot younger than me, so...
But were you still hanging around the university?
trying to prey on freshers in Freshers Week. What you haven't said yet, Mel, is you haven't really painted a lovely picture for us of the circumstances, where you were.
Yep.
Just talk us through that.
It was a works do.
Not me. I've never worked in my life.
It was a works do, and everyone had been working very, very hard. It was a long series, and it was the end of term party.
Stop
end of
looking
series
at me,
party.
Mel.
What was the series?
It was the England rugby team 2000.
Was it a test series?
It was a show back in the late 90s.
Was it Late Lunch?
It was called Late Lunch.
So the show you did Late Lunch, was the person you kissed a guest on the show, or were they a regular on it, or...?
No, we were colleagues.
This is a totally new type of round.
This is...
You stop trying to work out whether it's true or not, just who it
was.
Yeah. Who was it?
Wait, who was it that you kissed? Was it Rob? Please tell me when you kissed him he didn't do that. Who was it that you kissed?
Dermot. It was Dermot.
Dermot?
It was Dermot.
Wow. This is a weird one now, because if it's not true, poor Dermot now has got to answer all these questions.
I don't think you're allowed to question other panellists.
This is
not his card.
No, we're in new territory. This has never happened before.
Rob?
My proclamation is thus. You can quiz O'Leary. However, he doesn't have to answer unless he so chooses.
Well, to be fair, that's true with everyone. We're going to be legally required to speak. If you want to make people talk when they don't want to, you have to waterboard them.
I'm happy to waterboard him if you want to...
Mel, what was Dermot doing in this show?
Dermot was the guy responsible for getting the audience in.
Has Dermot said if he remembers this?
Dermot, do you remember this?
That would scupper my team's chance. I can't answer that.
Yeah, that's handy. You mean no? So you were working on...
I was working on London.
What was your position?
I was I was sort of audience researcher. So
that's handy. Just what she just said, yeah. In 1998, were you in a relationship, or is it OK to push you on this?
I'm not sure.
You said at the time, Dermot, that you weren't in a relationship.
Oh, well, he can't have been then.
Yeah.
OK. So what are you going to say then, Lee? What are you thinking?
That's an interesting one, this, isn't it? What do you think?
It feels
plausible.
Do you think?
It's plausible.
It is plausible.
Definitely plausible.
But I just think O'Leary's been too kind of reticent on the details and the facts.
Yeah, but he could be awkward because he doesn't remember, or he remembers very well and he's trying to play for his team.
Gentleman doesn't tell.
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
Based on O'Leary.
Matt, what are you thinking on this?
I'm not sure. I don't think the dates fit. Lie.
Well, go with lie then.
You're saying it's a lie?
I think it might be true, but I'm going with my team and saying lie.
Mel, it was a wonderful, wonderful tale. Was it true, or were you telling a lie?
Well, Rob, gents, Dermot, I was telling the truth.
Dermot, everything that Mel said was true.
100% bona fide.
Yes, it's true. Mel did have a snog with Dermot O'Leary.
As a child, my family weren't able to have a dog, so instead we got a cat and treated it like a dog.
David's team.
When you say weren't able to have a dog, was there a medical reason for this?
No, essentially, there was nowhere to exercise a dog where we lived. So my parents decided that it wasn't really fair to have a dog.
Where did you live?
So I wasn't able... Well, weirdly, it was called the Isle of Dogs.
What was the cat called?
The cat was called Kiska.
Kiska?
Yeah.
If anything, it's quite a feline name, isn't it?
Well, it was a cat, of course.
How do you treat a cat like a dog?
You put it on a lead and you take it for walks.
Isn't that exercising the cat?
That is exercising the cat.
I thought that was the very reason why you couldn't have a dog. You were unable to exercise.
Well, the lead isn't really long enough for a cat, so we used to tie a 30-foot washing line to the lead, and you could walk at least 30 yards.
And dry your clothes at the same time.
When you take this, you take the cat out in the car. What would be the arrangement in the car if you're going on a journey?
Well, my dad built the cat a shelf which went from the dashboard of the passenger seat and slotted in.
Can I just say,
if into the metal of the headrest.
If this turns out to be a lie and they get it right that it's a lie, you have made life extremely hard for yourself.
Why couldn't the cat just be on the seat? Why does the cat need a shelf?
Because the cat couldn't see if it was on the seat.
The thing that I find very believable, because I don't think you would have invented it, is the shelf. It's not actually treating the cat like a dog or like a cat, but just like, I don't know, like a book. Well, we'll say it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie? OK. Hugh Dennis, is it true or is it a lie?
It is, in fact, true.
I once gave a lift to the Guildford 4.
Well, Joe is sporting a very sort of open prison look tonight.
I once shared a tent in Kent with Susie Dent.
Please, team.
Where did you first get to know Susie?
On Countdown.
Which is true. She's on Countdown.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of TV shows around, aren't there, where people off the telly go and camp somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's not out of the question.
I know for a fact he's been very smiley and fily with Rachel Riley.
Well, was it just you and Susie?
In the tent, yeah.
Why did this come about?
Well, it was for a for a pilot that never...
a TV show?
Yeah, that never made it.
What was the show called?
Tents in Kent.
Quick, is Canberra Sands in Kent?
No, it's in Sussex.
Oh. Well, they got it wrong then.
What was going to be the interesting, appealing television that was going to come out of it? I was going to get paid £7,000. Yeah, but crucially, that's not enough to make someone tune into a TV programme, amazingly.
No, I wasn't really worried about that bit.
What was the show called?
We had to do this task. I remember we had 24 hours in it.
No.
And then we had to complete a task in 24 hours.
What was the task?
It was like a political campaign that we had to run in 24 hours. I was running for mayor of Whitstable.
Did you have to represent a party?
Yes.
What was the party?
God, a lot of questions, aren't there?
That will happen.
And it's quite draining, isn't it?
But also, can I just point out that Whitstable is North Kent and Camber Sands is about 40 miles away in Sussex.
No, it's exactly 40 minutes in a car.
Going at 60 miles an hour.
The reason...
Right, hang on. I didn't stop. Just stop!
I will not stop!
I want a recap before we carry on. So you're doing a political campaign in 24 hours to become mayor of Whitstable, but you stayed in Camber, which is a completely different county, and for no reason so far that you've explained, you stay in a tent. What's that got to do with running a campaign for mayor?
I guess they couldn't find a yurt near Whitstable. And I don't blame them for that. I don't know why I'm getting cross, sorry.
But what does it say about your campaigning skills that you ended up in a tent with Susie Dent?
Things went well.
Why did it never get made into TV?
Because they watched it back.
What do we think? Joe, what are you thinking?
Oh, I really want to believe it, but I just don't.
Oh,
I could have believed you're in a tent with Susie in Kent, but I think the whole political campaign thing's just... It's a distraction.
Okay. All right. What's it going to be?
We're going to say it's a lie, are we?
It's a lie, it's a lie.
I think so,
We think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie. Joe, were you telling a lie or were you actually telling the truth?
It was a lie.
I believe you.
I once bought a chest of drawers for my bedroom online. I realised I'd made a terrible mistake when this arrived.
Davies team.
Is it a doll's house one, is it?
All the evidence is
it?
there, Mary. No, that's full size.
Yeah.
She's massive.
Sarah, on those things, when you buy online, they do have measurements. Did you not think to look at them?
I knew that with things like clothes and shoes. I didn't know some charlatans were making furniture this small.
So you think they were charlatans? They weren't just sincerely making doll's house furniture. They were trying to pass off doll's house furniture as full-size furniture online.
Yes, that's what I think they're doing.
You weren't surprised by the comparatively inexpensive postage and packing?
No. Actually...
If out, put through letterbox.
Honestly, if you saw a picture of this just close...
It's massive!
How much was it, Sarah?
Yeah. £35.
So did you just think you were getting like a full-on bargain?
Very cheap.
Yeah, but that's
right.
gone from a relative bargain to a lot to pay for that.
I was disappointed.
Do the drawers actually open and shut? Is it functional?
The thing is, Rob, in a way, it's just like a normal set of chest
It really
of
is,
drawers.
isn't it?
Oh.
Like, you can put stuff in there, it's just not big enough for my trousers and my...
Sarah, so do you normally buy online your furniture?
I've got this habit at the moment, Mary. I like to buy things when I'm drunk, and then it's a surprise.
Why did you not send it back?
Yes. Because you can on these things, you can contact the seller, can't you? And you can
Do you know,
rate them or complain.
Can I be truly honest with you?
Please do.
How
are you going to?
Again, I love this. And I was too embarrassed to say that I hadn't checked the measurements.
Where do you keep it now?
I keep it in my kitchen.
Why?
Well, I like to put money in there.
How much? How much money can you get in there?
£1 in there.
Yeah.
£2 in there.
Yeah.
A rolled up fiver.
Yeah.
And then
Careful.
a 20 if I've had to get a cab a long way. And it's good. It's good for spares. Good for if you're tipping someone who's delivered you something.
A £1, 2 or 5.
Yeah.
Depending.
What if you want to do 3? That would kill me. That.
You just add the 1 to the 2.
£1 and a 2.
What do you think? Mary, what are you thinking?
It's a sweet story, Sarah, but I cannot believe you buy when you're drunk. So I think it's a lie, Sarah.
Ryland?
I disagree a little bit with Mary because I am a drunk buyer. I do like it late at night going, oh, I love something like that, but not a chest of drawers.
So what are you going to say, David, as captain of your team?
You think it's a lie?
I think it's a lie.
And, well, we're going to say lie.
It's got to be a lie, then. OK, Sarah.
Yep.
Truth or lie?
OK, I'm very relieved to tell you that it is true.
Oh,
If I'm ever walking alone at night, I call out the name of an imaginary dog to deter any muggers.
David's team.
What's the name of the dog?
Brian.
If it's going to be a vicious dog, it would be Brian, wouldn't it? Definitely.
And do you think a would-be attacker would, from the tone that you say Brian, know that you mean a dog and not a Brian?
Well, it's because I read an article written by Darren Brown, in which he said if you're in a situation where things look like they're getting a bit choppy, if you do something unusual, the other person is so sort of freaked out by that they generally stop doing what they're doing if they're being a very...
How do you shout? Imagine I'm a terrifying would-be assassin.
You know, in your whole panel, maybe you're not the first choice for that role.
John, imagine if John was... so, all right, imagine Danny is a terrifying would-be assassin.
Yes.
And go for it.
Brian.
You don't want to attack me now, do you? No, that's terrifying to me. Is it just someone comes up to you at night, you know, mates ask for the time, and you go, Brian, you just flip out, or is it a general mugging?
I like you, Danny.
Everyone's got their own showbiz personas, and you and Danny completely gone for different ones, haven't you?
I think we're very similar in many ways.
I do.
We're lovers.
Danny, stay calm, please. Calm down.
Oh, you had to start shouting Brian.
I believe the Darren Brown article, but the whole point of that is that you say something random that sort of puts people off their stride, whereas you're going for something specific, calling upon a dog called Brian to come to your aid. But that's immediately disprovable. The absence of Brian is immediately evident. Whereas calling upon Brian, they're going to go, Brian? Oh, there's no Brian. Fine.
My big sticking point is still, if you were trying to create the illusion that you had a dog, why you would give it a person's name.
Yeah.
Would you shout dog?
You'd shout like...
Dog.
Truth or lie?
It was a lie.
Yes.
I was once driven to A&E in an ice cream van. In place of a siren, the driver turned on the musical chimes.
What happened to you that involved having to go to A&E?
Well, I was playing rounders, and I ran in between bases, and I sort of went over on my ankle. And it was in Cornwall.
Your ankle?
Yes. That's how far out of place it went.
Blimey!
So I'm in real proper agony, like, honestly, I thought I was going to black out. It hurt so much. And somebody phoned an ambulance, and it probably was about 25 minutes, and still no sign. This bloke came over from the ice cream van, and he said, I'll take you to the hospital.
So they're trying to dial the emergency service. Perhaps instead of dialing 999, they press 99. It's easily done. So you've gone over on your ankle,
yeah,
and the ice cream man has seen you from a distance, hasn't
Well, we didn't have a car. We all got the train down, so no one had a car with them.
Right.
So this bloke said, I'll give you... And I was just... The idea of getting to somewhere where they could just give me a painkilling injection would have been lovely.
And presumably you didn't get the siren going straight away?
No, it wasn't the siren. It was Greensleeves.
Well, Greensleeves, but...
Did you, like, give him some money for lost trade?
Oh, no. John, when you've been a celebrity a bit longer, you'll realise that money is no longer relevant.
Whereabouts in Cornwall were you?
I was in Truro.
I don't understand why you would put the siren on.
I think I said... I did mention to him that I liked music from the Tudor period.
I also don't understand why you were in Truro, because if you didn't drive, you would have got the fast service to Penzance.
Our holiday was a combination of rail travel and taxis. And a little bit of ice cream vans.
So, time for a decision.
What do we think?
I'm not happy with it.
You're not happy with it?
Not happy with it.
You're not having it?
Oh, I think it's true.
I don't want to become Trevor Travel Planner, but if... I mean, a rounders kit is something you throw in the boot of a car. You don't take it on a train.
OK, so you're saying it's true?
I think it's true.
John thinks it's a lie?
Yeah.
We'll say it's a lie, then.
You're going to say it's a lie? OK, Frank, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
When I was a child, I created a superhero called Snooker Table Man. He had 3 key skills and 1 mortal enemy.
Lee, let's start with the obvious. Who's the mortal enemy of Snooker Table Man?
Vampire Ray.
No.
It was based loosely around Ray Reardon.
Ray Reardon?
What were his 3 skills, Richard?
A lot of his skills didn't have an awful lot to do with snooker, I'll be honest with you. He took on the form of a snooker table, because then he could get...
Whoa. What? Just one question to clarify. What the hell are you talking about?
Right. Snooker Table Man was... He would take on the form of a snooker table in the same way that the TARDIS would take on the form of a phone box. It's not crazy. And he would be able to go into the houses of very rich and successful and famous people.
It's not like the TARDIS, is it? The TARDIS
Ah.
is the vehicle that the superhero, for want of a better word, travels round in.
Yeah.
If you're Snooker Table Man and there's a child trapped in a building, and you go, what are we going to do? Don't worry, it's Snooker Table Man. And then you turn into a snooker table and you go, now what? And I go, that's all I can
So
do.
what was his purpose? What did he do?
His purpose was to go into the houses of very rich people who were trying to, for various reasons, take over the world. And he would... Firstly, he would report back on them, because he had wireless transistors in the pockets.
Whoa. So he would... So he would go into the houses of very, very rich people...
Right, admit that is a good disguise if you want to get into...
No, it's a terrible disguise. It's a terrible disguise unless the person in question has ordered a snooker table. Otherwise, they'll go, it's the worst disguise in the world. They'll go, the hell did that come from?
Do you think any rich person, if they were given a delivery of a snooker table, wouldn't go, oh, lovely, a snooker
yes,
table?
Yes, they would.
Yeah.
But you didn't say you were given delivery. You said you suddenly appeared in an empty room.
No, I didn't. What do you mean, what, transport
So
myself?
you knock on the door and you go, hello, I'm here to give you a snooker table.
You are...
That was it. That was your...
Now you're making it sound ridiculous.
How did he move around?
He didn't move around. That's the beauty of him.
People moved around in. That's snooker tables.
You know what? I won't tell the rest of the story if you're going to mock me.
What are the other powers you haven't told us about?
Yeah.
Well, I've given you the 2.
And
the third
what was
one
the second one?
Transistors and pockets.
The transistors, yeah. The ability to transmit information.
Who 2?
And 2... Oh, goodness. Who do you think, if we're trying to save the world, who do you think he's transmitting to?
Steve Davis.
Firstly, me.
What was your third power, then?
The third power was exploding balls.
And how would he use his exploding balls? In what situation would he want his balls to explode?
Finally, a sensible question. If I've received enough information that the person whose home this snooker table is in is up to no good, is up to nefarious activities.
Yes.
OK? The next time they're playing a game of snooker, I can then make those balls explode at will.
If you were playing this game in Wales, you wouldn't call it snooker.
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 Yeah, snooker.
Because we don't like the oo sound. It's the same with tooth. We'd say tooth.
Yeah, and likewise, we don't like the Welsh.
Lee, what are you thinking?
I think it's a big fat lie.
You think it's a lie?
I mean, I think he's a large man. He's like a snooker table.
I'm not 12 foot by 6 foot, you know that.
I think I'm going to say that
was a lie. You think it's a lie? OK, Richard, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It was a lie.
When I was a teacher, whilst trying to explain a tricky concept, I accidentally locked a pupil in a cupboard.
David's team.
OK, what was the concept? Was it the concept of imprisonment?
It was a maths lesson. I was teaching the topic of probability and chance.
That's the chances of getting locked in the cupboard.
The idea was that if you had, like, an alien arrive on Earth, how would you explain probability?
Which would be the first thing you'd do, wouldn't you?
No, actually,
Put the laser down, let me talk to you about maths.
Yeah. What happened is I needed somebody to pretend to be an alien.
OK.
So I selected a child from the class. I didn't just go out and look for one.
How did you select? Did you go for the little green one with the pointy ears?
Well, no, actually, what it was is I thought I was doing a good thing because, you know, you get some kids that are sort of... they have problems making friendships and stuff like that. And I had a kid like that in the class, so I thought I'd bring him out of himself.
You chose the kid that got bullied to be the alien. So that the rest of the class can point at him and go, alien.
I said to him, you're going to go into the cupboard, you're going to transform into an alien.
If he hadn't have got locked in, what were you going to do?
The idea was that he was going to come out and be the alien, and then I was going to get different kids to...
different kids to... Don't lose confidence.
So, I was going to get different kids to explain to him what probability was. So he was going to be like the dummy alien, and then, like, he'd be like... Boo, boo, boo. And then...
Never to be bullied again.
I realised I couldn't open the door to let him out. So I sort of started looking around for other teachers to help me. And they said, actually, the cupboard, it can be opened from the inside. The problem came when I said to him, you're going to have to come out the cupboard, just open it from the inside. And he replied, yeah.
Romesh, truth or lie?
The story is true.
After just one lesson, I had to give up learning the guitar because I found my teacher too good-looking.
David's team.
How old were you when you had these lessons?
30... something. I'd say it was 3 years ago.
It's well known you can't learn anything after the age of 27. That's it. Whatever you can do when you're 27, that's what you do. Forget anything else.
How is parenting going, Dave?
Was it a man or a woman, your teacher?
Which is funnier. It was a man.
And were you attracted to him, or you just found him objectively so good-looking that you thought this is intimidating?
I am recently married. This is a threat to me. My wife booked me some lessons as a gift. He came to my house. I felt he was too good-looking to exist in my house, and I simply never phoned him about the second lesson.
Paint a picture for us of this man, maybe using Lee as a base point.
I mean, if you can picture almost the opposite.
There's no need to go that far, John.
He arrived on a bicycle. That upset me. Sweating. Guitar on his back. He was Spanish. That upset me. Very ahead of my time there, Brexit-wise. This was before the vote. In fact, I actually organised the vote as a way of getting him out of the country. Said something like, can I bring my bike into the house? I mean, I was all a quiver.
Yeah.
I think I said, you can bring whatever you like, Alberta.
But a visual, I want a visual picture. I mean, what
colour were his eyes?
Have you ever seen a sunset?
Was your wife clearly thrilled to see him?
She was upstairs, luckily.
And why the guitar? Are you into guitar, or did she just want you to play guitar?
I want to learn the guitar.
You don't need to learn an instrument to be in a band, do you, Aston?
You can sell, like, 10 million records without playing a guitar, so you'll be fine.
Boom! What do you think? Is he telling the truth?
Oh. What do you think?
Well, I did think it was the truth, because the little I know of you, you seem like you could be worried enough to feel that.
What do you think?
I don't know. I'm not sold.
So if you could move to true, that would really help me out.
For you, I'll move to true.
Oh, brilliant. No, the pressure. That means I don't have to think.
True.
Yeah.
Saying true. John,
come on.
Truth or lie?
It is... true.
I was ticked off by the headmaster after I mistakenly packed a pina colada in my daughter's lunchbox for a school trip.
Whoa.
Wow. Oh, what did you think it was?
What did you think it was?
Well, they have these lovely, really lovely, like, frozen packs for the freezer, and you just take them out and squeeze them out. It's like a little frozen, but they really look juicy. I thought it was just a little juice.
Are you thinking of fruit shoots and things like that?
No. I'll tell you the name. Do you want to know the brand name of it?
Yes, I do.
Capri Sun.
Oh, the fruit drink in a pouch?
Delicious.
Love them. So why did you think that it was anything else? Because you were the one that bought it.
Yeah, because I just buy lots of stuff for the fridge. I just grabbed it because I'm not with it in the morning because I've been having pina coladas the night before.
What did the person at school... Did you get a telephone call or were you invited in?
Oh, I was invited in on this occasion.
What did they say?
Hello, your daughter's drunk.
Yeah.
No.
She has 6 year olds wasted again.
She didn't drink it. She knew right away what it was. It wasn't for her.
Did she report you?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a grass.
She's such a grass. She tells people, my mummy hides wine in the walls. But
In
that's
the walls?
a wine rack.
Oh, I see.
But they have a problem with me anyway.
Why?
Why?
They've met
Well, yeah, they've met me. That's number one. I do the school run in a bathrobe.
No.
Oh.
What?
One of those. Really?
You go to school in a bathrobe?
Yes, because...
What have you got under the bathrobe?
None of your business.
So, talk us through now. You've gone into the school. They've called you in to the headmaster or headmistress's office. What happens?
And they just said, I suppose you thought you were being funny. And I said, I'm sorry, what was funny? And they said, you know what you thought was funny. And I said, no, I really don't know.
They spoke to you like that, a parent?
Yeah. You should see my fresh look. They think I'm 16. That's the other problem.
Who does?
The faculty.
How sympathetic was this lighting? Was it sort of...
Don't you find that...
We've been doing this show 11 years. That's the most catty thing that's ever been done.
So, Katherine, he says to you, what do you think you were doing? What happened then?
He had the pina colada in his desk drawer and said it's not funny to send your daughter on a school trip with alcohol.
Wow.
What do you think, truth or lie?
I can see her doing it.
Yes.
I really could see you doing it, Katherine.
Thanks.
But I think it's a lie.
So basically, you don't think this particular incident is true, but she possibly is an alcoholic.
I think it's most certainly a lie.
OK, well, my team seems to think it's a lie, so we'll say lie.
OK, Katherine, truth or lie?
Nah, it is a lie.
Oh.
I once failed an acting exam after my plan to impress the teacher backfired.
Right, Lee's team.
OK.
Right, what age was this?
18.
So you're doing your A-level for drama?
Theatre studies.
Theatre studies. And what was your plan?
The plan was I needed to cry during a monologue, and I was doing a Dublin accent.
Oh, give us a little blast. Oh, no, because your parents are Irish.
They're not from Dublin.
I've met her family. I met her sister. I introduced her to my wife, Tara, and I said, this is Tara.
Who's very beautiful. Ridiculously beautiful.
Yes, it doesn't seem right, does it?
I'll tell you how unright it seems. She went, oh, did you meet after he was, like, sort of a well-known comedian? And she went, no, before, which is true. We met before I ever did comedy. And she went, oh, did he save your life or something? That was unbelievable. I didn't know in 5 minutes. OK, so this was a sad monologue.
Sad monologue, and a woman, she's leaving a pram at the airport, and I needed to cry, and I needed the grade for my uni application. I needed to pass theatre studies. My plan was to use an onion to make myself cry so that I really, you know, like Oscar bait, get the exam.
Well,
really...
you weren't intended to do the monologue and then start cutting.
No, I had onion in my pocket with, like, an entry area so I could stick my hands in. So I touched my eyes.
Without him seeing that you'd put your hand... Just sort of...
I was doing my acting. I was like, oh, all of a sudden, life's a mad circus, and I was just touching my eyes.
That was good accent. That was the accent, was it?
That was the accent,
Very good.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah.
And so I do that, and then I touch my eyes, and then I thought, oh, actually, it's quite a bit longer to go on this bit. And obviously... So I'm not meant to be at the tears bit yet, and then obviously my eye starts going, and I'm just... like, trying to keep it together because I'm not meant to be crying yet. And then I have to get the pram to bring it off the stage. But I can't see. And I finished the monologue like that. And I have to just walk off.
Did he find out, the teacher?
Oh, yeah, she came up to me straight up and she went, onion?
What are you thinking then, Maya?
I don't know, I think dedication to the cause, but onions are that shape, aren't they? So you'd see a little bulge in whatever jacket and stuff that you had on.
I don't think she would do it. I think it's... someone might have done it, but I don't
You don't think it's true? OK, well, I'm going to say, then, it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Right, Roisin, truth or lie?
It is... true.
Whoa.